Alright, guys, Manchester United won, Everton won, and this is your match review. It's sponsored by the One Football app. As usual, guys, make sure you scroll down into the description, download the link for all your up to date football news. And, bruv, it was more of the same. Didn't go to the game today. Not even gonna lie, yeah, man overslept in it. It's one of them. I was meant to meet Flex at 9. And I've just had a long week, and I woke up at like 8:30, and I was just like, yeah, bruv, like, man's not making it today. So I don't know. The game was kind of shit. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm not even too pissed now that I didn't make it. But like, I put out a tweet today saying, yeah, 3-0, like trying to be all optimistic. But in my head, I knew he wasn't winning that game, innit? And like I said to Flex before, bruv, like, beating the likes of Tottenham and Man City do not mean a damn thing if we don't win games like this. And all I saw today was Manchester United show me exactly why man need Pochettino, bruv. This is exactly why we need Poch, innit? Like, for me, big up Mason Gunman Greenwood, bruv. I'm telling you, you know it's Greenwood FC out here. But the bottom line is, like, when teams come and they sit back and they allow us to have the ball, we have nothing for them. We have nothing to tell them. And it just comes down to coaching. In possession, I think we're possibly the worst side in the league. I've seen us play against teams that are a lot lower than us in the league. And when we have the ball, it's always we're waiting on an individual to do something brilliant. There's no cohesive movement off the ball. When Maguire gets the ball at the back as a centre-back, there's no midfielders dropping into the pocket trying to receive it on the half turn to start things. So a lot of the time he's trying to ping things into the channel. There's no pre-planned attacking shape or movement at all. It's all off the cuff. It's all improvised FC, bro. That's all it is. We're a freestyle football team, and I said the same things under Jose. These men are just relying on individual moments of brilliance. Usually it comes from Pogba in that midfield, or a Marcus Rashford thunderbolt, for us to do something, bruv. There's nothing. There's nothing. I don't know what he's coaching these guys apart from press and work hard, bruv, and just run your socks off. That's the only improvement I could see under Oli compared to Mourinho is literally that these men run more. That's it. But there's still no footballing improvement. They're fucking shocking, guys. I think them man had 4 shots on target before Mason bagged. 4 shots on target at home, but he had 18 attempts. And these attempts weren't from well-fashioned chances. It was just bullshit, man. Like, it was a terrible game. The goal we conceded, people are saying, oh, it was a foul and this, that, and the other. If you ever make a challenge for the ball on the football pitch and you turn away, it's your fault, bruv. Like, whether De Gea was fouled or not, it was a very poor attempt to win the ball. It was cowardly almost. Like, I can't excuse that, innit? Goalkeepers clean people out all the time. I've had my knee almost dislocated by goalkeepers, and I've had a rib broken from goalkeepers coming out with their knees up, bruv. Anyone that plays up front knows when goalkeepers come, they're bringing the knees up, bro. Like, I've been clattered by keepers many times. They're so protected in the game of football. And then for De Gea to come out like an absolute pussy-hole like that, bruv. And we conceded the goal. We should have came through and cleaned everyone out, bruv. Like, them man have given the license by the referees to do that. And he came out like a little prick, bro. And he conceded that. How's man coming out to punch? When you see the pictures, De Gea's looking inside the net. How are you coming for the ball, but you're facing inside the goal, bruv? You deserve everything you fucking get when you do shit like that. So, whether it was a foul or not is irrelevant to me, bro. That was cowardly. So, just for that, we probably deserve to concede that goal because it was spineless. And then, after that, you know what I mean, apart from the little early flurry that we had and we didn't score, we didn't offer fuck all. Martial was very quiet. The little bits that he did have when he gets the ball into his feet and he turns don't happen often enough because our build-up play, like, there's no cohesion, there's no fluidity. We don't have a style of play. If you're a striker, you don't know how the ball's going to come to you. You don't know where it's going to come from. You find yourself dropping deep and just trying to be involved because we don't have a style of play. Away from home, it's usually hit the channels and James and fucking Rashford can run onto the ball in space and try and create something on their own. But the facts are, yeah, against low blocks, Rashford's ineffective apart from long shots. And he had a few decent shots today. that the goalkeeper saved. But other than that, he was pretty quiet. And Daniel James is obsolete against a team that sits back. And that's why I always said the right winger is way more crucial than a centre forward. Like, everyone's getting gassed over Haaland and that. Yeah, that's cool. But if Haaland coming in means that we push Mason Greenwood down to third choice striker, yeah, in the pecking order, and we're only going to be playing one up front, then I don't want to see it, bruv. Because Mason's mad talented. And if it means that we're stifling him and we're overlooking the fact that we need a fucking right winger, I can't have that. Because Daniel James is not the answer from the start at home in the league. Daniel James away from home, where we can exploit his pace, or off the bench as an impact player, that's his level, innit? That's his level. But we need someone like a Jadon Sancho, yeah, that's gonna start. And when teams are sitting back, he can break the lines with his movement. Daniel James ain't gonna give you that. Do you know what I mean? That's nothing personal. I like the kid, but he's very limited. And we see that in games like this. Like, he pretty much offered fuck all. So, do you know what I mean? When I look at the overall performance, it's pretty much exactly what I fucking expected from United. Pretty much everything I expected. And that's the reason why a man always said, Oli ain't the guy, bruv. For this reason. Style of football is atrocious. Zero game plan. Certain man would probably think, yeah, that dumb fucking tactical thing that Mason was reading is the reason why he scored. When really, all Mason did was just get the ball out of his feet and hit it early, which he does very, very brilliantly, bruv. And already, the guy's got a trademark already. Man like RVG, bruv. Mason Van Greenwood and that, bruv. Like, it's all mad. Ball out the feet, clotted, bottom corner, bruv. And he does it all the time now. Like, that is genuine talent. He's a real gunman. And I would rather say, you know what, we've got Martial, we've got Rashford, and we've got Mason Greenwood, who can do a job up front. And also, Daniel James can play down the middle if he has to as well. Man, I've got 4 guys that can play up front. But Daniel James is the only right winger. Because Mason's not a right winger. Rashford don't want to play on the right-hand side. Matt is not a right winger. Neither is Andreas. We don't have a specialist right winger. Even Daniel James prefers to play from the left. For me, man, need a right winger and a central player. This January, I would definitely buy Christian Eriksen. And I'll be looking to buy Jadon Sancho in the summer, bruv. But there's no way we can go into next season without a right winger. Because that just tells me that the people coaching the club don't have a fucking clue what they're doing, bruv. Like, it's very clear to see where we're struggling. Lindelof had a decent game today. He scored an own goal. He played one good pass, but it's pretty much the same old shit. Harry Maguire, pretty much the same as always. Like, man will give you like a standard 7. I don't know how he's the captain though. Like, man's just coming out of nowhere. Man's a skipper and that. And it's all like, obviously De Gea had the armband. He's clearly falling out with Oli because Oli's taken the armband off him, giving it to Harry. Harry just had one of his steady 7s. Nothing amazing. Wan-Bissaka, solid as usual. Going forward, could have been a bit better, but we're going to say this every week pretty much. Defensively, he's sound. Luke Shaw had an absolute fucking stinker, bruv. Anyone that was getting onto me when I told man that Luke Shaw was shit, at least a year ago, I don't know how long ago, it could have been 18 months, it could have been 2 years ago, I told man Shaw was shit. Man didn't want to listen to me. I don't want to hear it no more. Because when I was saying it, I was getting abused. Man, like, oh, it's because he's white, this, that. No, it's not because he's white, it's because he's shite, blood. Just know Luke Shaw is crap, bruv. Like, even the relegation teams in the Premier League, he probably wouldn't get into. Luke Shaw is barely a Premier League footballer. Barely. He's fucking shit. I'm not trying to hear no excuses no more. I don't care about injury. Bruv, he's not good enough. This is Manchester United. Fucking horrendous. He was the worst player on the pitch, taking both teams into account. Freddie McTominay today, I don't know if they got overrun or they played shit, but them man were making Holgate look good, bruv. Like, the midfield got overrun, and I think that's just to do with the general shape of the team. They got outrun today. I said on the Flex and Rant show, passion is not going to be enough in this game. Manchester United are going to have to out-football Everton, because if you think that we're going to outrun them and out-passion them, you got another thing coming, because Duncan's got these man playing out of their skin. That's exactly what happened today. Them man just fucking outworked us, bruv. And when United get outworked, they get beat because they don't have no tactical prowess and they can't play fucking football. It's a joke. Rashford, super quiet. apart from little glimpses. Jesse Lingard again, quiet. Apart from a little glimpse early on, he could have scored. Jesse needs players around him. He does, like, because he makes good moves and he gets into space. But the problem with Jesse is that he, as I said many times, he don't have the talent of a Martial or a Rashford where he can kind of go past people and get shots off. He relies on people around him to bounce the ball off. And the general movement in the final third from everyone collectively is poor. And again, that comes down to coaching, bro. You can't just be leaving these men to do this freestyle football FC in the fucking final third. It's not good enough. So between Martial, James and Rashford, they didn't offer fuck all really today. Mason was a breath of fresh air when he came on and backed. But again, that was pure individual brilliance and ingenuity on his part. That wasn't a tactical thing. That had nothing to do with what these men do on the training ground, other than the fact that Mason's just a stone cold killer. So I'm fuming, but then at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, you know what, bro? You knew to expect this. You know what we are. I know what we are. I know what we fucking are. So when people were getting gassed here off this Tottenham win and this Man City win, I told man, it don't mean shit until we're putting away teams like Everton. And all we show today is that it's exactly what I fucking said, bruv. Like, it's not hard to get up for teams like Man City or Tottenham. It's not hard. Especially teams that aren't going to just let us have the ball. They'll give us space and we can hit them on a break. When teams let us have the ball, we're fucking sloppy and useless in the ball. That comes down to coaching, bruv. You can't keep the fucking ball. Sheffield United, all of these teams are better drilled than us. We're not a well-drilled football team. We're a team full of individuals. We rely on Wan-Bissaka's individual brilliance of defending to not concede goals. We rely on Harry Maguire's reading of the game to not concede goals. We don't have a collective. We don't have a collective way of defending, bruv. Like, we don't have a collective way of attacking. It's all individual. We don't have a collective way of moving the ball through the team. Nothing scripted. It's all freestyle. The coaching is a fucking joke, bruv. And we'll continue to lose to teams or draw with teams like fucking Everton because they'll come up against us, they'll sit back and they'll say, you know what, guys? Show me something. And we'll never be able to show them shit apart from little bits of individual brilliance because we're a fucking joke, innit? So when man were messaging me last week saying, oh, what, you still Ollie out? You still Ollie out? Bruv, I told man I ain't changed my fucking mind after 2 games that were anomalies. Styles make fights. I'll say it all the time. The way this team is structured is tailor-made to do little sucker punch things against better teams than us. Just because of the pace and the counter. Pace is something you can't legislate for. If a man's quicker than you, what can you do, blood? The only thing you can do is sit deep and make them have to beat you one-on-one. But if you give them space and they're away from you, you can't make that up. And that's how we've been getting lucky against bigger teams. But the bottom line is, as a football team, we are still shite, guys. So I'm not even going to do a man of the match. Because obviously it's got to be Mason because he bagged. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there was no one else in the conversation. There was no one that had a game that was even worth highlighting other than Mason Greenwood because he scored. If he didn't score, everyone would have just got flat 5s probably. Maybe you could say Wan-Bissaka might have got a 7 because it's Wan-Bissaka, bruv, and he doesn't perform below a 7. But ultimately, fucking dog shit, guys. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Honestly, I'm far from happy. A lot of people will say, yeah, it's a point gained, but for me, it's 2 points fucking dropped. I had an opportunity to be breathing down the neck of top 4, but again, can't fucking do it, innit? So, shame on you if you're surprised. Shame on you if you're surprised, bruv. We already know where it is right now. Let me know what you think about the Haaland gas that's been coming out. If it's 20 million, I want him. Why not? It's another option. Do you know what I mean? Against teams like this, we could probably do with like a bit of a shithouse up there. He's got a physical presence. But honestly, if man are talking about paying big money for this youth, I'm not involved. Especially when we've got someone like Mason knocking on the door. But if it is a 20 million thing, cop Haaland right now. If their man wants something like 50, 60 on a mad one, nah. Like, I think the priority needs to be Jadon Sancho, bruv. It needs to be. So let me know your thoughts on today's performance, and also let me know your thoughts on the rumours linking us with Haaland today. That's been your match review. I'm just fucking annoyed, bruv. Sponsored by the OneFootball app, guys. Link to download the app is in the description below for all your up-to-date football news. And also, the boxing promoter has told me that he's heard back from the bum dip, bruv, and he's saying that March the 8th, like, the fight is on. I'm not going to tell you for sure that it's on, because until terms are agreed and all of that, I don't think it is. I don't think it is, bruv, because people pull out all the time. And honestly, especially after seeing the nonsense that he was chatting shit about Jesse Lingard the other day. Obviously, we saw the stories about Lings, yeah, and obviously everyone wishes him the best, because that personal problems happen, innit? Everyone's got it. You got to realise that, like, these footballers are human beings at the end of the day. Personal life can affect your footballing life. Obviously, I'll always judge them on performances. It's never personal. But at the same time, if there's a reason why a man ain't playing well, you have to take into account that these things could be feasible, and it's not every day it's an excuse, innit? So when you heard man coming out chatting shit and trying to belittle the circumstances and this, that and the other, wasn't really feeling that. He had a go at a few other well-known United fans, and to be honest, he's just trying to build a platform for himself. So, you know what I mean? After he gets knocked out on March the 8th, if he agrees to do the fight, then that's it, really. There's nowhere to go for him. So I'm very much going to enjoy putting my fist through his head. So hopefully I've got some more news for you on that one, guys. Make sure you download the OneFootball app. Link is in the description below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter for all your trolling needs. It's at Rants and Bants, guys. And yeah, man. I hope you guys have a good evening, bro. I'm pissed off. I need to get some food. And yeah, we'll be back with you. Well, I'll be back with you for Rants Red Talk tomorrow. And then Flex and Rant show on Tuesday, which me and Flex are filming tomorrow. So that's going to be fucking interesting. Big up, guys, for watching as usual. Peace.